I was looking to change the way that learning was happening in my classroom. I wanted to switch from a more traditional method to a more student-centered approach to learning. I created a project in my business management class that put students into 4 groups in which they were gathering information about a larger topic. Each group was given some set of guidelines in which they were using open-end resources to gather information to create a collaborative piece as a class that they could use for an assignment as well as for the assessment.
I'm a grade 12 student and I take business management class with Mr. Kliefoth. And last class we started to imply the activities of using Haiku as a source. Instead of taking ordinary notes from PowerPoints, we created a Wiki page which we added content blocks, and we included different media like Twitter or Facebook or even videos from YouTube to promote a different way of learning for us. We worked in teams and each classroom was put into 5 teams, and we split the content so we had a lot less content to work with, but we were given the freedom to research our own way and find our examples instead of the teacher giving us everything from the start.
The purpose of this activity was to shift to a more student-centered approach where the kids were curating the content. I'm a very strong believer in the fact that students that are working and gathering and engaged in the activities get a more meaningful understanding of the content.
In our assignment, we got put into groups, and usually when I get into groups, I only focus on my part of the task. And so when I finished, I didn't really focus on what the rest of my group mates did. And so I think that was a downside of that assignment. But the next class, we got another assignment where we were actually required to look at the other people's research. And so I think that was really helpful while using Wiki Projects.
What I wanted students to walk away with from this activity was a better understanding of the material. When students are curating the content, they get a much deeper understanding of what's happening. I also wanted them to have something that they could use, a resource that they could use that they built in order to apply to assignments as well as use for the assessment that we're going to have at the end of this unit. Being digitalized, we are able to call on this at any point. Kids have access to this anytime they really want to.